that boys and young men may learn their lessons of life with the spirit of true friendship, and that they may receive both religious and moral instruction in a healthy and quiet locality, Ridley College was established in the year 1889. In a land where freedom's flag will fly only through their own efforts, these young men study the timeless books of knowledge. They wear the school tie and the school blazer because they have learned that loyalty to their school and loyalty to their homes and families mean loyalty to this great Canada of ours. Their surroundings are ideal. The spacious grounds and the fresh, clean air of the Garden of Canada are definite assets to the boys' after-school hours. In peacetime, the boys learned the value and need for peace. They felt the appreciation of peacetime pursuits. On the cricket field, they learned that the true essence of sportsmanship is a well-played game. Both the young boys and the older students partake in all branches of sport. They realize that knowledge is more than power when it is accompanied by a healthy body. Dr. Griffith, a wise counselor for the boys, is the headmaster of Ridley College. He is proud of his boys, proud of the scholastic record they have maintained for many years. These young men, these future leaders and statesmen, were quick to realize that in time of war, when their families, homes, freedom of thought and action are jeopardized, theirs is the task to go forth and defend all this they hold so dear. And young men have left Ridley College and are fighting on all fronts of this global war with a determination that is a credit to their family and school.
In this war, we have already nearly 500 old boys serving in one or other of the branches of the service. We have already lost 10 boys, 7 are missing, and 3 are prisoners of war, 2 of them in Hong Kong. We can only hope for the best for these boys. I'm glad to say that 2 honors have come to this Corps. The first, that of the Distinguished Flying Cross, awarded to Larry Ski, the first Canadian to be awarded that cross, and the second to Lieutenant Hume Cronin of the British Navy, who has been awarded the George Medal. I can assure you that we are doing our very best to keep up the splendid traditions of the school and of the Corps. They have been kept up in the past, and I can promise you that they will be kept up in the future.
In peacetime, the orange and black trimmed school blazer was predominant on the campus, but now it is the Air Force blue that catches the visitor's eye. The 19th, 1942, the 3rd annual cadet inspection took place on the long green campus in front of the school buildings. Group Captain Bell Irwin of the Royal Air Force inspected the Air Cadet Corps with Cadet Major Bishop and Flight Lieutenant Schmoen. Proud and erect in their blue uniforms, the boys have 2 good reasons for marching so smartly and standing so rigidly at attention. Mothers and fathers are watching their boys from benches under the shade of stately trees bordering the campus. Led by the School Cadet Corps Band, The entire force steps out for the march past. With pride and precision, they march past. Their arms swinging shoulder high, each member of the Corps proves that he is a credit to the instructors. Boys from lower school put on a display that shows they are just as eager to hold up the good name of Ridley College. Later in the afternoon, the members of the rifle squad show the precision they have acquired in rifle drill.
Salute! And present!
Yes, knowledge is power, and the military knowledge that the cadets receive in the Cadet Corps will mean, in the near future, power for the United Nations. Not the power of dictatorship, but the power of a nation whose sons receive all the wisdom of the ages, training of both the mind and of the body. A picked team from the senior school put on a gymnastic display for their parents. Working in pairs and in teams, they go through their routines that require split-second timing and a healthy body. This is the physical training that, when added to the scholastic training, will produce the men who will win the war and who will lead in the peace to follow. Though they don't attempt the more difficult tricks, the juniors snap through their routine smartly. After the inspection, the inspecting officer, Group Captain Bell Irwin, addressed the boys and young men who had impressed him so much with their military display. In his speech, the group captain stated that it was most inspiring to note the enthusiasm with which everything had been conducted that day. He expressed a hope that it will be a solemn charge to carry on the traditions of Ridley College after the war is won. The Cadet Corps leaders and men all swelled their chests with pride as he spoke of Ridley College as the most beautiful school he had ever seen. Late in the afternoon, the students filed into the memorial chapel for a short service. In the words of Group Captain Bell Irwin, it was a most inspiring afternoon. The statesmen and leaders of Canada's future passed in parade, and in their passing was a glimpse of the future greatness of their country. Home and school traditions have made them what they are. Young men who face the days to come with fearless eyes, with loyalty and love for their land, Canada.